able to tell you about my secret project. Yay! So you may have told from the clips before when the music was playing, but I am releasing my third book today, and it's called My Capsule Wardrobe City Break. Now, unlike all my other books, this is a ebook, so it is downloadable from anywhere in the world. Yay! And it also comes with 5 patterns. So let me tell you what I was thinking when I came up with this idea. So being in London, we're very well positioned for Europe, and city breaks are very much something that Matt and I go on, you know, at least a couple a year, and we love them. However, my wardrobe, my handmade wardrobe as it currently stands, or rather stood, wasn't exactly the perfect wardrobe for a city break, so it wasn't so practical. So when I came up with this idea for the book, I wanted to think up some patterns that I would feel still stylish in, but also more practical than my vintage dresses. So that was the idea behind this book. And my capsule wardrobe, which is a concept I'm sure you've heard of, they use it all the time in magazines. I wanted to kind of challenge myself and see if I could design 5 patterns that were so interchangeable you could just wear them with each other, and they would also just get you through this whole long weekend city break. So that's what I was doing. And I so enjoyed doing it, and I started designing this probably in February, so it's been a really long project. And it all culminated in an amazing trip to Paris, which I'm going to share with you guys now that we can share it with you. We did film whilst we were out there, so later on in a week or 2 you'll be seeing what it was like on the Paris shoot. So we spent 2 days in Paris shooting all over to get all the photos of the finished garments for the book, and it was so much fun. It was really, really good. Anyway, today I'm going to show you the clothes. I'm not going to show you all of them that are in the book because you will get bored and want to stop watching this video. But I'm going to show you each pattern and explain why I designed it, what it's like, and the skill level, etc, etc. So I'm going to start with what I'm wearing, which is being covered up a lot by my hair, which is a bit annoying. But this is the Molly top. So it's a really basic jersey top, and it's slightly raises up at the side here, so it's got a curved hem. Okay, then it's a kimono-y sleeve, and it's got an extra sort of sleeve piece added on there. So it's not a back wing sleeve, but yeah, it's a really simple sleeve, and then a simple neckband. So the Molly top is your classic jersey top. Now, I just couldn't do a capsule wardrobe without a top like this because I wear them so much when I'm on a city break and having a kind of more casual wardrobe vibe. And yeah, it's been so great having it actually now, because I haven't been wearing them because I haven't been able to tell you guys about them, but I'm so glad that now I can start wearing them because they are a staple in my wardrobe anyway, and I normally buy them. So I'm glad now I've got a pattern so I don't have to buy them. And of course I couldn't help but do it in the old Breton stripe, especially since we shot the book in Paris. And you will see throughout the book there's a nod to sort of Parisian chic stripes and muted tones. So yeah, it was necessary. So you'll see on the hem it's curved. The reason why I did that is because I find it much more flattering if a hem curves up at the sides. It's much better for your hips rather than a really big straight line. So that was really important when I was designing this. And then I also wanted to make sure that the neckline was nice and open. So if you had a full bust or a small bust, I hope this neckline will suit everybody. Yeah, it's just like a nice kind of scoop. It's not too low and it's not too high. And I've got this one, is made out of a viscose jersey. I would say that this is more suited to viscose jersey and drapey jerseys rather than cotton jerseys, just because it is relatively loose fitting and it's nice if the jersey has a little bit of drape. But this is the simplest of the patterns. So Molly is any beginner who wants to have a go at jersey, you could definitely have a go at this. It's really easy, and if you are an experienced sewer, you'll knock one of these up in an hour. So yeah, you'll get addicted and you'll be making lots of them. So this is the Molly top. Now, not everything, but 3 out of the 5 patterns are interchangeable. No, 4 out of the 5 patterns have different versions. So the Molly top is also available to make as a dress. So I am now going to change into that. And here she is as a dress. Ta-da! I've actually still got my jeans on, guys, so sorry about that. The Molly dress. So the Molly dress is recommended to be made out of Roma Ponte, and you get a very different feel. This has got a straight hem rather than the curved hem, but it's essentially exactly the same construction. So the same sleeves, same neckband, and yeah, you could wear a belt around it to make it a little bit more fitted, or you could even fit it in a little bit more if you wanted to. But it's just meant to be that great classic throw-on day dress that essentially you'll be able to wear not on a city break. You will find that with these patterns, guys, that you will find that they're probably suitable for lots of times of day and times of the year as well. But yes, so this is the Molly dress, and you could have fun doing some two-tone action. So you could try a sample, try making a dress which has a different coloured skirt, so you could draw a line at some point and colour block it. So you've got the option to do that. You've got the option for stripes, you've got the option for plain, so lots of options. So this is, like I said, the easiest pattern, and certainly if you're new to jersey, I'd recommend making the dress, because working with Roma Ponte is much easier, sounds strange, it's much easier than working with a viscose jersey. Okay, so this is the first pattern. Now I'm now going to put my top back on because I need to show you the jeans. Okay guys, the next pattern up to show you is the Mia jeans. So these are classic skinny jeans. Can you see them there? Yes, you can. So I shall turn around so you can see my bum. This is the back, so they've got nice petite pockets so that they're flattering to your bottom, and they are waisted. They're actually just meant to sit just below your waist, so they're not super high, but they are high-waisted. And if I step back, you can see that they are skinny, really skinny. And I based them on my favourite pair of jeans that I wear a lot. And I think you'll all agree that you can't go on a city break without wearing a pair of jeans. So, but if you've never made jeans before, I've designed these so that they're really simple and they're not going to be a really difficult make. They are, however, an intermediate make, so they're not for absolute beginners, but there's something to work towards if you are a beginner. But those of you that have made our ultimate trousers, you'll definitely be able to have a go at these. There's some nice top stitching, but not too much top stitching. And of course there's a fly, fastening, a jeans button, waistband and patch pockets. And all of this is clearly explained with lots of photos throughout the book. And I've also done a video which I'll be releasing in a couple of weeks so that you guys can have that as an extra support on how to do the fly as well. So yeah, I've made these in white, so in the book you'll see them in white denim, you'll see them in a kind of more lighter blue denim, in a dark indigo denim. I've got them in charcoal. I haven't made them in black yet, and I also am on the lookout for some lovely coral stretch denim. So you do need to make them out of stretch denim because, as you can see on me, they're pretty skin tight, and that's the design. So therefore you need to have some stretch in the fabric, and it's actually needs to be around 20% of stretch, and I explain that in the book as well so that you know exactly what you're doing and how to choose it. So this is, yeah, pattern number 2. I don't really know what else to say about them. Great tucked in with the Molly top. I love a tucked in look, and also they looked really nice with the Molly top outside, so you could wear them in the evening, in the day. Yeah, they're skinny jeans. Okay, I'm now going to introduce the third pattern. Okay guys, this is the third pattern. This is the Lola coat. She has got pockets, she is really loose, she's got a waterfall front, so she's meant to be nice and loose and free, and kind of can throw her over anything. and you could make her in a thicker fabric and she'd be good for a winter city break, or you can make her in a lighter fabric and she'd be good for a summer one. We shot this in June and I wore this fabric, so it's kind of like a medium, it's a medium weight crepe twill, and it's perfect. You need something with some weight to it so that it kind of hangs really nicely. And I'm gonna, maybe if I stand up here, you can see the pocket. So she's got nice big pockets, and she slightly dips at the front. And in terms of construction, she is quite unusual construction. So there's the front sort of sleeve piece there and the back sleeve piece, and there's a seam down there. And then there's this waterfall front piece that was also faced with itself. So that's on either side, and that comes up into a neckband. And there's also an inserted side panel here which has the pocket on it. Now this version does also come as a now this pattern does also come as a short version which hasn't got the pockets, and I shall insert an image to it there so you can see. So yeah, as you can see, it's quite a slightly different look, but means you can wear it with, I think when it's short you can wear it with sort of skirts perhaps a little bit more easily. But yeah, this is your throw on and go with anything coat for the city break, and I absolutely love it. Now I'm wearing it open now, but hang on a sec, I'll get a belt. Can wear it with a belt. You need to kind of make sure that the waterfall is kind of doing the right thing. You can overlap them a bit. There you go. You can wear it with a belt as well. There's a photo of me in the book with a belt as well, which I shall insert here. So this is the Lola coat. And yeah, I absolutely love this, and I've been wearing this sneakily. I have been wearing this throughout the summer because it's just been a great summer jacket for me, or summer coat when it's not been super hot. So yeah, but guys, I'm sorry about the light. We've got some fun sunbeams coming in here, so we're getting some interesting light spots on this. I'm filming in the morning, so unfortunately that's unavoidable. But yeah, this is so the level of the Lola coat is definitely an intermediate pattern. So in the book we've got beginner, a couple of beginner patterns and advanced beginner, and then we've got a couple of intermediate patterns. So the construction of this it's actually quite simple. It's lots of straight lines, but the construction, because it's not a conventional construction, that makes it a bit more of a challenge. But there's lots of instructions, and we've also got some flat lay plans labelling the pieces so you can try and get your head round what goes with what as well. And you can also come back and watch this video and you can see where the pieces all go together. But yeah, it's just lots of big pieces and lots of straight seams. So it's relatively quick to sew up as well. So that's pattern number 3, and I've got 2 more to show you, which is going to be next. Ta-da! This is the Alex shirt. So this is a really simple shirt with a soft collar, and it's got sleeve tabs, so it's meant to have your sleeves rolled up, and it's again slightly curved hem for a more flattering hem. Dips at the back, and the buttons are meant to stop just by the bust point, so it's not meant to button all the way up. The design is that it buttons to here, and it's really loose fitting, it's very cool, and yeah, I think you'll find that it's a kind of classic piece for your wardrobe and a great thing to have on a city break, because you can wear it with quite a plain fabric and it will be lovely for the day, or you can make it something a little bit jazzier and posher for the evening. So you could make, this is a rayon, but you could make it also out of a linen or a cotton if you wanted to, and you could also make it out of a silk. So lots of options there. Also chambray would be really nice as well. So yeah, you could have some fun with this. And this is a really simple shirt, so if you've never made a shirt, then this would be a nice simple one for you to try, because it's not too tricky. There is a yoke in it, so you'll see at the back there's a classic yoke and a pleat. And I've also done a video on that, on how to do that, which we'll be releasing in a couple of weeks. But you've also got all the step-by-step instructions, so you'll be able to be guided through that in the book anyway. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this. This version hasn't got patch pockets on it, but there are patch pockets, and I'm going to put a version on with those in a second. And that version is also a dress. So a bit like the Molly top, you can make this into a shirt dress as well. So it's really versatile. So hang on there, and I'm going to put that on. And here she is as a dress. You can see there's patch pockets here. La 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 la. And if I step back, you can get an idea of the length. She does dip down at the back. But she's just your classic shirt dress. Really simple. If I take the belt off, you can just see it's just like the blouse. She's not shaped, so you can cinch it in if you want to with a belt, or you can leave it really loose. And this is made out of a kind of, I'd say it's an Oxford cotton, so it makes it easier to sew. If you are less experienced, you'd be able to make this shirt with a cotton rather than a viscose rayon. It's just a bit easier working with cotton, as you know. So this is an option, and this is very much a dress I would wear in the day. So walking around the city, checking things out. It's church approved because it's got long sleeves and it's knee length. That's something that I do, you know, especially in the summer. You need to make sure that you're dressed appropriately so you can go into churches if you're in a city. This is definitely a dress that's appropriate. So that's an added bonus there. But I want to show you it as an evening version as well, because I think it just looks so different and it's so beautiful in a very different fabric, so just hang on there. Okay guys, here it is in a Liberty silk. Sorry, the light's really bright. So it's really quite different, and because I wanted a more evening dress for this fabric, I didn't put the patch pockets on it, so I just left it without that detail. But instead I made a tie belt. There isn't a pattern for the tie belt, but it's literally a long strip of fabric, and we give you the measurements so that you can make a tie belt if you want to in matching fabric. So yeah, it's really, really lovely, really elegant. I don't really know what else to say. I love this pattern, I really do. Though I have been trying to think of which are my favourite patterns, and I just can't choose one. I love all 5 of them for different reasons, and I couldn't take one out. Because it needs all of them for it to kind of be a nice, stylish, complete wardrobe. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with them. And I've got one more to show you. Okay, last but not least, guys, this by the way is another Molly top, another striped Molly top. Last but not least, this is the Erin skirt. So the Erin skirt is a denim skirt. She's got pockets. She's just a straight, slightly tapered. Let me stand up on here for you. Woo! Wow, I sewed that button on really quickly. Ha! Just popped off. So yeah, she's buttons all the way up, and you can, if you want to have it a bit more sassy, you can you can undo the bottom few buttons and wear it with sort of like a front split. And there's also a short version. So if you prefer the kind of short Alexa Chung style denim skirt, we've got a short version of it as well. So you could make that, and I shall insert an image of that one now. So yeah, this skirt I have worn a lot on the weekend because, and I've been very careful not to Instagram it because it's just, I obviously didn't want to share it with you yet, but it's such a great weekend skirt. And what I love about it, a lot of denim skirts that I see in the shop, I find them they're not particularly elegant. So they're fun and perhaps, you know, a bit trendy, but that isn't so much me. So having like a long, elegant denim skirt is very much more my kind of style. And I love that it's waisted, and you can tuck the Molly top into it, and you could also tuck the Alex shirt into it, and that would look cute. So yeah, I'm out of breath. So there are my patterns, so all 5 of them, and there are more versions in the book of each one, so I haven't been able to show you every version just because it would take too long, but yeah, you can see we'll put a link to the product on our online shop. But anyway, check out the Sew Over It feed on Instagram and social media. All of those social media links are in our comments box anyway, including mine, and you can see all the various different photos and how it looks and the shoot in Paris. But yes, so pleased that it's out finally, and it's perfect timing because next week I will be in America. I'm going to start off in Washington and then Philadelphia and New York. So I will be wearing my city break clothes. It's perfect. Actually I'm going to record a vlog before I go showing you guys some extra versions of these patterns that I've made to take with me. Because all of these were made a long time ago, and as great as they are, I kind of got some ideas in the past few months of other ones that I wanted to make. So yeah, I shall be sharing those with you next week. But that is it for now. I hope you are convinced that this is a good book to buy and that you like the patterns. I can't wait to see other people's versions of them. I'm really excited. And I want to thank everybody who's worked on this, and there has been a lot of people who have worked on this. The Sew Over It team have really worked so hard, particularly this past month, at getting this book ready and out there for you. So thank you guys, you know who you are. I'm really, 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 really grateful, and you've made this book a lot better than it would have been if it was just me. So thank you very much. Anyway, that's it for this week. Guys, when you do stop making things from the book, make sure you use our hashtag #SewOverIt Citybreak, so that's SOI Citybreak, so that we can all check them out, or you could just link us as well. And if you want to see what I'm wearing in Washington, New York, and also Philadelphia, and basically on my jollies in America, then make sure you follow me on Instagram and Instagram stories. Again, the link to my profile is down in the box below. See you next time. Bye!